Welcome to the last module of Section 2, where we'll learn more about the various off-chain scaling solutions, their benefits, and limitations. As the name implies, off-chain scaling solutions move the processing of transactions and computation off the main blockchain network in an effort to improve capacity, speed, and scalability. Unlike the on-chain scaling solutions discussed in the previous module, which demand alterations to the underlying blockchain protocol, off-chain solutions don't require direct modifications to the main blockchain. One thing to note is that off-chain solutions are called as such because the computation required to process transactions occurs outside the main blockchain on secondary blockchain networks. That's why they are generally referred to as Layer 2 scaling solutions. There are numerous off-chain scaling solutions, including rollups, payment channels, and sidechains. Let's take a more detailed look at how each of these solutions works. Rollups are Layer 2 scaling solutions that bundle multiple transactions off the main chain and then generally submit a single cryptographic proof to the main blockchain. You can think of rollups as carpool systems. Instead of each person driving their car individually, they join a carpool and share a single vehicle, reducing traffic while optimizing efficiency. By bundling multiple transactions together, rollups reduce the strain on the main blockchain and help improve scalability, speed, and efficiency. So how does a blockchain network maintain its security when scaling up with rollups? There are two methods to do this: zk-rollups and optimistic rollups. These are also the two most prominent types of rollups. zk-rollups employ a cryptographic method known as zero-knowledge proofs, or ZKPs, to generate a cryptographic validation for off-chain transactions. ZKPs facilitate a system where one party can demonstrate the authenticity of specific information to another party without disclosing the information itself. For example, Party A could prove that he has the password for a specific wallet without revealing the password itself to Party B. These proofs are compact and can be verified quickly by the main blockchain. Optimistic rollups rely on the assumption that off-chain transactions are valid unless proven otherwise. There is a challenge period, during which fraudulent transactions can be contested by network participants. The optimistic rollup contract will then initiate a dispute resolution process to verify the validity of the transaction. If any fraud is detected during this process, the transaction is reversed and the offender is penalized. Next, let's take a look at payment channels, which allow multiple transactions to occur between two parties without recording each transaction on the main blockchain. Only the opening and closing transactions are recorded, while intermediate transactions occur off-chain. You can think of them as a bar tab between Alice and Bob, who often drink at a bar together. The bartender only needs to settle the final payment without charging for each individual drink. The Lightning Network is a payment channel built on top of the Bitcoin blockchain. Users can create a payment channel by funding a multi-signature wallet, which is jointly controlled by the two parties involved in the payment channel. Once the channel is open, the two parties can make off-chain transactions between themselves as long as both parties sign them. The channel can be closed by either party at any time, and the final balances are settled on the blockchain. This allows faster transactions, lower fees, and increased throughput on the Bitcoin blockchain. Lastly, we have sidechains, which create separate parallel chains linked to the main chain to enhance the scalability and functionality of a blockchain. Sidechains are connected to the main chain through a mechanism called a two-way peg. This enables the transfer of assets between the main chain and the sidechain. When assets are moved from the main chain to the sidechain, they are locked on the main chain, and an equivalent amount of sidechain tokens are minted. The reverse occurs when transferring assets back to the main chain. This process sounds similar to a token-based bridge, But note that the two are different in the types of transfers they are facilitating. Unlike rollups that rely on the main chain's consensus mechanism to facilitate transactions, sidechains' consensus algorithms can differ from those of their main chains. Sidechains also offer a broader range of features and functionalities than rollups, including custom consensus mechanisms and specific smart contract applications. Other off-chain scaling solutions include state channels, which are similar to payment channels but enable off-chain smart contract execution between two or more parties, and Plasma, which is a hierarchical tree of child chains connected to the main chain and which periodically submit transaction data to the main chain as a commitment. Each off-chain scaling solution has its pros and cons. They evolve rapidly, so how they work, their categorization, and their relevance are also likely to change. The same goes for on-chain scaling solutions and interoperability solutions. As blockchain technology advances and adoption grows, blockchain interoperability and scalability are likely to improve to allow more people to enjoy the benefits of blockchain technology in the era of Web3. Congratulations on completing the second section of Blockchain Deep Dive. In the third and final section of this course, we'll explore how blockchain technology is driving the Web3 revolution.